We're back to our winning ways, mostly. We had a really solid result in one of our Euro Cup games, but it was against an opponent that we probably should have beaten anyways. The climb back to mid-table respectability is still there, and it's going to be a tough one this year. Last year was definitely an aberration. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 51. Well, since the back-to-back losses against PSG and Tottenham, we have been on a winning streak. Well, it's probably better to say a non-losing streak. We were home against OGC Nice, and we won thanks to a João Lopez goal in the 79th minute. We were then away at Lille, and we won thanks to an Antoine Bernet goal in the 76th minute. We were then home against Lyon, and we drew 1-1. Frank scored in the 22nd minute, but Lyon was just better than us this game. 13 shots, 6 on target. We had 12 shots, 6 on target, but it doesn't really reflect how much better they were. They had a lot more chances than we did, it seems. I watched this one on extended highlights, and they were attacking better. They were putting together. They're a better team than we are. That's all there is, and it shows, and how they move the ball, and how they attack, and how they defend. A lot of our defense this game could best be described as desperation, and it worked in that we drew, but they had their chances late and we held, but it was a close run thing. We were then home against Bastia in the Euro Cup, and we absolutely thumped them 5-0. Lyle Foster, a brace of goals. Frank, a hat-trick's worth of goals from the advanced midfielder at left position. We absolutely abused the Bastia defense. 5-3, 6-5 was their highest. Vita was on a 5.5. Gulam was on a 4.5. Frank just absolutely made him look like an idiot. Frank pulled a move on him. I kid you not. He turned around twice in the same area. I don't know if it was a bug or was intended, but we just had a really solid performance this game. Talise was fabulous between the sticks as well. We had 34 shots, 16 on target. We had 1 woodwork hit. We had 4 clear-cut chances. Besiktas had 4 and 2. And the only thing I did differently in this game that I've done in other games was I defended a little more narrowly. Because they played this 4-1... No, they played a 4-2-3-1 formation, but they had 3 attacking midfielders in the center. So it was like a shadow striker with an advanced playmaker and an advanced midfielder on either side. So they were a very, very narrow formation. So I defended a bit narrower to counter that. And then I attacked wider to draw them out, and it definitely worked. No had an assist, Brigado an assist, Wilson an assist. Wilson was on a 9-1. So was Brigado. And, Noah was on a 9-2, Frank a 9-6, Foster was on a 9-4. Everybody had a solid game. This was our best performance as a team in probably the last 2 or 3 years. We then follow that up with a home draw against Rennes. Noah a goal in the 20th minute, Frank a goal right before the end of the first half. And then we were away at Amiens, and we drew there 1-1 thanks to an Antoine Bernet goal in the 84th minute. This was probably a game we should have lost. Amiens was just much better on the attack than we were. They had 11 shots, 6 on target. We had 7 and 4. They got on the board with a Juan Otero penalty kick that was, I'll admit it was questionable. I played a mostly rotated side for this game, and we still did okay, but the fact it took an Antoine Bernet goal to claw the draw back in the 84th minute is a bit of a bummer, because Amiens is not the best team in Ligue 1 by any stretch of the imagination. That goes to PSG, who has yet to lose a game in the 10 games we've played. OM is 3 points behind them. We're currently in 13th place. We're climbing our way back up. 10 games played. We have 11 points, so we're ahead of the Lulujo ratio. Amiens is 20th. The fact that we struggle to beat them is just frustrating. Lyle leads us with 6 goals, also has the highest average rating. Armand has 5 assists, which is absolutely fabulous. Frank, most player of match awards. 3 players on 3 yellow cards. No red cards yet, though, which is nice. Our 10 goals are 13th highest. Our 14 goals allowed are 10th best. They're still top 5 in yellow cards. It's not a good thing. So today, though, it is all about the Euro Cup. We are playing Lokomotiv away, and then we're going to play Nantes at home. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do after that. So, I'm going to go I'm going to go set the best 11, check the reserves, and we're going to be back with our game at Lokomotiv Moscow in just a bit. Well, today we are away at Lokomotiv Moscow, and we are playing our 4-3-3. I'm giving up on this. Talise is in goal. Brigado, Cristiano, Diakite, and Wilson as the defensive back four. Solovia as the defensive midfielder behind Bernade and Afonso. Frank and No as the attacking midfielders, and Foster up top as the striker. They're playing an attacking 5-3-2. This could be interesting. Okay. Well, Cristiano is nowhere near match fit. He's coming off an injury. He played a reserve game a few days ago, but I'm starting him this game because he's good for at least 45 minutes. And I would much rather have him on for the first 45 minutes than the last. That's mostly because I also trust Joaquin Medina to play the last 45 minutes as well. If I didn't have Medina, I don't know what I'd be doing. Diakite, a header off the crossbar. Solovia already picked up a yellow. Good grief. As you can see in the group, Tottenham has 1-2 and drawn 1. We have 1-1 and drawn 1. Bernade sends it in. Cristiano, nice header. That's one of the other reasons I want to bring him on. He's better in the set pieces. Man, if I can just keep him healthy, I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. Not the strongest header, but it'll get the job done. Wilson with the throw-in to Solovia. Back to Wilson. Drives forward. Over to No. Back out to Wilson. Over to Afonso. To Solovia. To Bernade. Passes it up towards Foster, but Sorokin's going to run that down. Over to Ingeson. Oh, he passes it up to Zelameninov. How is it I can say that name, but not some of these others? Wilson gets the rebound off the crossbar and kicks it out of bounds. So, one of the other things I've been doing, in addition to encouraging the team here, is on the recommendation of my coach, Bernade with a corner kick in again, knocked away, but Wilson's at the top of the box to collect it, centers it to Sotovia. Wow, what a rocket of a strike. Holy cow. That was thunderous. Bernade sends it in, it's headed away by Sorokin, goes right to Wilson and just taps it over to Sotovia. And he just one-shots it. Upward bins. Wow. That was a heck of a start. That's definitely goal of the year candidate right there. But anyhow, as I was saying, on the advice of my assistant manager, I am playing Frank as a ramdoider, which is a position I've never really played before. No tries crossing in, but it bounces off a Moscow player. Dekitarev has it now. Passes over to Binsky. Over to Zelameninov. Or Zelis just stopped running. Brigado's going to send it back to Talise, who stopped it from going into the goal. Well done, Talise. Sends it up towards Frank, who heads it forward, but Foster stopped running. Batuyan collects it, sends it to Sorokin, who just launches it. Diakite recovers it, sends it to Sotovia, who sends it to Frank. So, in looking at it, it's an interesting position. Frank tries taking a shot. He doesn't get it, but Bernade gets the rebound and does. Anyhow, it's an interesting position. The PPIs for it, I think, play to his strengths. He doesn't cross as often. He moves in a channel. He roams from position. So, in effect, he's a second striker on the left. And it seems to be working so far. This is the first game I've played him there. I'm retraining him for there as well. I was originally retraining him as a winger. Now we're retraining him as a randoider. We're going to see what happens. And he just got injured. Fabulous. Potential foot injury. Well, we go from the 6'4" Frank to the 5'2" Zhao, who is definitely not a ramdoider, and who literally just picked up a yellow 3 minutes after I put him in. Okay. Everybody loved the pep talk. We will keep Cristiano on until, well, maybe the 55th, 60th minute. We'll see where he's at. Bernade, corner kick in, knocked down. Lopez is going to run that down. Sends back over to Wilson, who's on the right. All alone, stops it from going out of bounds. Gets the cross in. Foster over to No. Oh, very nice. Looks like it rebounded off of, or caromed off Medvedev, rather, and went in. Let's see if we can see that on the 3D a little better. Lopez sends it over to Wilson. Does a good job of stopping it from going out of bounds. Gets back on it. Sends it in. Bernade over to No. Oh, Medvedev just completely misplayed it. Looks like he lost it in the scrum of players in front of him. We're coming up on 55 minutes. We are going to get Cristiano off and bring on Medina. Now, it's been 10 minutes. We haven't had any highlights, but Bernade we're going to bring off as well because he's below 70%. Bring on Anaros? I'm going to have to because Mateus is a DM more than he is a midfielder. And that's going to be it for the subs. So, if Sotavia or Lopez get sent off, I'm going to pitch a fit. 22 shots, 11 on target for us. We've held them to 4-1. Well done. Anaros out to Brigado on the left. He brings it forward, tries crossing it in, but it's knocked down. Lopez gets the ball back. Afonso out to Wilson, alone on the right. He tries crossing it in. Oh, Anaros with a goal. That caromed off another player, though. Medvedev had no chance stopping that, I think. Fonzo sends it out to Wilson. Tries crossing it in, but it bounces off a player, Anaros, and it hits the number 21 for Moscow in the back heel and gets misdirected. 2 minutes left in the game. We're going to have back-to-back 5-0 victories in the Euro Cup. That'd be nice. Fonso from distance sends it in. Medina. Oh, off the crossbar. Only 2 minutes of extra time. That's interesting. Well, the Frank injury happened right before the end of the half, so they probably ran that into extra time there. Brigado sends it back to Talise. Launches it up towards Foster. Knocked down. Todavia has it. Over to Afonso. To No. He's got Wilson on the right. He sends it there. Wilson's going to bring it forward. Crosses it in. No, it was weak. Medvedev literally drops it and gets rolled out to Kuchev eventually. Slideros sends it up into space. And that is the game. Wow. We absolutely thumped them. We thumped them worse than we... Well, no, we had more shots and more on target against Beşiktaş, but we held them to even less shots and shots on target than Beşiktaş. 61 possession. Wow. And we were on positive all game, too. And this isn't really a possession-based tactic. We're a fluid counter-attacking team, except when we're just attacking all the time. 5 players each with a single goal. Frank went out injured. We're going to have to check up on that. 29 shots, 13 on target for us. Bernade a 9.3 with the 2 assists. That was well done, boys. Of course, we got Nantes in 2 days. Dominant win for the SCB. Trounced Moscow 5-0. Okay, Frank is... for 2 weeks. Okay. We received 570,000 euros for winning. We reached the group stage. I thought we were in the group stage. Classy Bernade was stellar. We are going to praise him. Dijon is coming hard after both Foster and Frank, and I'm not quite sure why, because they're 16th in League One. They may have the money, but there's no way I'd let either of them go to the same team, to a club in the same league, unless it was for a ton of money. So, anyhow, I'm going to do the press conference, and then we're going to come back for the game against Nantes. Well, 3 days after thumping Lokomotiv Moscow, we are home against Nantes, and we're playing a pretty rotated side for us. Talise in goal, Field, Medina, Diakite, and Wilson as the defensive back 4, Soldavia, Afonso, and Bernade as the midfield 3, Lopez and Rolland as the attacking midfielders, and Foster up top as the striker. Rolland is a youth prospect from a couple of years ago. 18 years old, plays winger on the right really, really well. Decent physicals. The strength of 10 is getting better. The mentals, they could be a little bit better. His 3 concentration and 1 positioning, I've tried working on them and they've not gotten better. I need to work on them even more. The crossing is okay. The first touch and free kick taking, the passing is okay. But you know what? No is at 87%, and I don't want to start him. If Roland can give me a half of a pretty good game, I'll be okay with that. So I just want a credible result against Nantes. They're ahead of us. They're in 9th place on 15 points. But if we win, we go up to 15 points. And I believe... Oh, I scrolled up too far. Nantes with the free kick. Oh, nice save by Talise. What do I need to do? I need to go here, maybe? Field knocks it away. Lopez is going to run it down. Over to Roland. He's going to cross it in. Bernade is there. Takes the shot, but it's right at Maria. 3 Bastia players in front of the goal. That should have been a goal, guys. Get rid of the league table here. Actually, no, I don't need to. The match stats are right here. Half hour in, not a lot of action other than that one highlight. Nantes is definitely on the attack. 7 shots, 2 on target. Soldavius picked up another yellow. He's getting close to the 3 and 10 rule. Halftime, and it's been unexciting, that's for sure. We've had 4 shots, 2 on target. Nantes has had 8 and 3. We're tired. We're laggard. You can tell. You know what? We're coming up on 60 minutes. We're going to make a couple of changes. There have been no highlights this half. Noah's going to come on for Roland. Sodavia is going to come off, and Mattias is going to come on. We're going to save the last one for now, but it's probably going to be Afonso coming off. He's at 70%. Bernade sends it in the crowd over the crossbar. Go to the attack the last 20 minutes of the game. Bernade from outside the box, and he scores. That was nice. Looks like the keeper really didn't make much of an effort in the 2D. Let's see what he did in the 3D here. He dove and kind of hung in midair. Okay. This is never a good thing. Kickoff highlight. Robert to Evangelista. To Boschilla. Over to Litsingi. Passes it up towards Antonio, who snuck behind the line. Isak equalizes on the ensuing kickoff. Blast and damn. Okay, guys, come on. I really don't want to see that again. Ten minutes left. Can we get the late goal? Bernade just picked up an injury. Gerber's going to come on for Bernade. Toulouse brings it up, sends it into the crowd. Foster knocks it down. Oh, Mateus gets it. Back to Gerber. Up to Foster. Out to Field. Brings it towards the center. Taps it to Gerber. Over to Afonso. And he scores. Oh, that was nice. Need to come off the attack here. Go back to balanced. Hope to heck they don't get another kickoff highlight. Foster to Field. I thought Field would have driven left, but he cut towards the inside. Sends it to Gerber. To Afonso, who's just sitting between the defenders. And the Nantes keeper did absolutely nothing to try and stop that. He was definitely on sides. Last chance for Nantes. And it does not happen for them. Wow. We got lucky there. Nantes had 12 shots, 4 on target. We had 8 shots, 4 on target. And an extra time goal by Afonso Souza sees us through. See what happened in Bernade now. I'm having a lot more injuries this year than I was last year. And I'm not training any harder this year, that's for sure. 2 to 3 weeks pulled the anyways. Last CB hold firm to deny Nantes. We did. The under 19s drew. They're mid-table as long as they don't get demoted again. That's cool. Bernade was sharp, but I praised him last week rather. We maintain our unbeaten record, 6 games. So I'm going to do the press conference here. We'll come back, take a look at the schedule in just a second. You know, we'll come back from Monaco and Tottenham. Monaco's the top of the table team. Of course, why aren't they? Why wouldn't they be? And Tottenham is leading the group. If we get a credible result against Tottenham, we should definitely get second place. And even if we don't get a credible result against them, if we beat Lokomotiov Moscow and Besiktas again, we'll definitely get second place. So that's the plan. Monaco and Tottenham. A couple of really good wins for us. Okay, the second one was a little bit lucky. I will admit that. But sometimes you need a little luck. That first game against Lokomotiv Moscow was absolutely fabulous. Like, yeah, you know, and it's not like they're a bad team. Neither is Besiktas, really. We just absolutely put the screws to them. And you know, 10 goals in 2 games, clean sheets in both. They've got quality players. They're quality opponents. Just for whatever reason, The FM gods are smiling on us for that. Of course, now watch Tottenham beat us 5-0. So that's the way it goes. If you liked what you seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM19, and I thank you for watching the Return out Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 51.